Hello everyone, welcome to GK Today. This is Arzu Kakkad. I hope you all are doing well. A very good morning to all of you. Let us have a look over today's important current affairs. Let me tell you that these questions are a part of your daily 20 MCQ series that you can get on GK Today's Android application app. There are more than 500 plus questions available every month. Category wise questions are also there, so you can refer to that as well. So here is your very first question, and I hope many of you are ready with your answers because for the first question you get quite a lot of time. So the question is, which country is the leading producer of millets with 41% of global production? So what do you think is the right answer? So you have to name the country that is the leading producer of the millets with 41% of the global production, and the right answer of this question is option B, our India. So B is the correct answer. India is the leading producer of millets with 41% of global production. So please do remember this 41% as well. See, I hope you also remember that in 2018, India gave a proposal to observe 2023 this year as International Year of Millets. So it was approved by the Food and Agriculture Organization, and the United Nations General Assembly declared that year 2023 will be it is declared as the International Year of Millet. So please do remember, with regard to this news, it becomes very important to recall. So I hope that you know some of the very common millets that are available in India, like ragi, jowar, bajra, right? And also please do remember certain other countries also that are you can say after India, or they are also in the global production, play a very important role, being the largest producer of millets in the world. So with India, the other two are China and Nigeria. So this is very important, please do remember that, right? Moving on to the next question, which institution is ranked at the top spot from India in the QS Asia University ranking? So I'll talk about this ranking also, but first of all, from India, you have to tell which particular institute got the top spot from India in this QS Asia University ranking. That institution is IIT Bombay. Option C is the correct answer. So now we'll have a complete look over this article. First of all, a total of 118 Indian universities have figured in this 2023 edition of the QS Asia University ranking. So please do remember, total of how many universities? 118. So the rank that has been taken by IIT Bombay, it has been placed at 40th rank. So it is with respect to India, which particular institute is top the rank from Indian perspective, right? So it is IIT Bombay. After IIT Bombay, it is IIT Delhi 46, then IISc Bangalore 52, and IIT Madras 59. So the first, basically from all over the world, if I talk about, so the top performer of the QS based QS Asia University ranking, so the university is from China, right? So please do remember that as well. It scored that university scored 100 overall 100 score. So you can only remember that China's university is the right answer, which is Peking University. You can remember the name as well. So apart from it, if I talk about top 10 universities, so 5 universities are from China. Top 10 if I talk about, so 5 are from China. And this particular ranking, this QS Asia University ranking, it highlights the top universities in the continent of Asia. This ranking is based on 11 indicators. These are some of the very important points, I would say. Now what all are these indicators? So there are different indicators. You can just have a look over a few of them, like academic reputation, employer reputation, faculty student ratio, international research networks. So these are certain parameters, these are certain indicators that are checked, and then the rankings are given to and to the universities in the continent of Asia. Clear? Moving on to the next question. Which Asian country is named as the host of 2023 IBA Women's World Boxing Championship? So what do you think is the right answer of this question? Which Asian country is named as the host of 2023 IBA Women's World Boxing Championship? So the right answer of this question is India. Option C is the right answer. Please do remember that it is a biannual boxing competition which is organized by International Boxing Association. So yeah, this is one, and there was a memorandum of understanding that was signed between IBA, that is International Boxing Association, and Boxing Federation of India, so in New Delhi, so as to host it, right? And the gold medalist in this competition, they will receive around 81 lakh rupees. So if I talk about the overall event, it will be the third women's world championship that will be conducted in India, and the second event within a span of 6 years, right? Moving on to the next question, a very important question, I would say. How many countries are a part of Mangrove Alliance for Climate as of November 2022? Take your time and tell the right answer for this question. How many countries are a part of the Mangrove Alliance for Climate, MAC you can say, as of November 2022? The right answer of this question is 5. Option B is the correct answer. So this Mangrove Alliance, just give me a second. Mangrove Alliance, or you can say MAC for Climate, this was launched recently at Conference of Parties 27 Conference of Parties Summit. Where was it held? In Egypt. So there only this particular alliance was launched, and it is to basically restore and conserve the mangrove forest, to accelerate its conservation. It is led by UAE, very important, with in partnership with Indonesia. It is led by UAE, and as we just mentioned, said there are 5 countries recently who joined this MAC. India is among those 5 countries. Other are Australia, Japan, Spain, and Sri Lanka. So you have to remember it. And this move also, this overall step is also in line with our Indian nationally determined contribution. What is it? To create additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. See, if I talk about this alliance, no, this alliance will raise the awareness about what mangroves play a role, a very important role, as a solution to the climate change also. Coming to Indian perspective, India contribute to nearly half of the total mangroves cover in South Asia. There was a report, that is Forest Survey Report 2021, and according to that report, mangrove cover in the country is 4,992 square kilometer. So if I talk about the highest percentage of mangrove cover in India, it is in West Bengal, because it has what? I hope you know, Sundarbans. It is followed by Gujarat, and then Andaman and Nicobar Island. So this is very important. If I talk about 2019, so since 2019 we have only the cover of the mangroves in India I'm talking about. So it has risen only by 17 square kilometer. Right, so these were some of the very important facts with regard to this question. I hope now you are able to answer if anything is asked in association with this particular question. Moving on, the International Drought Resilience Alliance. So there are various alliances. The International Drought Resilience Alliance. So now you know it will focus upon drought. It was launched in which year? Yes, please. It was launched in which year? So it was launched in 2022. Option D is the correct answer. This particular alliance has 30 countries and 20 organizations. So they want to create a shift basically, how the world respond to drought. Right, so we have to move away from this emergency response, and what should be our vision or our shift towards creating long term resilience, right? There was a report also. That report was compiled by UNCCD, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, and according to that report, the frequency of drought, it has surged by 29%. Every year, how many people do you think they are affected by drought? The number is 55 million people. every year. So this particular alliance, this grouping, it makes drought resilience as the priority. Right, so here drought resilience is the priority. It will collaborate with the other international platforms also. They can come up with their technological solutions, their early warning systems, and yes, how you can maximize the benefit you can take from the technologies, from the experts, right? So this platform provides where experts can also share their drought related technology. So drought is the topmost priority. This particular alliance was also launched at the 27th Conference of Parties at the UNFCCC at Sharm el Sheikh, where in Egypt. Right? So, yeah, this alliance is, you can say, a specific solution for the United Nations, as it will help each other to be better prepared for the future droughts. So, moving on to the next question. Also, please remember that Spain and Senegal led 30 countries. I have told you, 30 countries and 20 global organizations. They launched this IDRA. Moving on. Which union ministry implements Swamitva scheme? What do you think is the right answer of this question? Swamitva scheme is launched by which of the following ministry? The right answer of this question is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. So option B is the correct answer. This particular scheme was launched in 2020 only, and on National Panchayati Raj Day. So it is I would say a central sector scheme, not a sponsored scheme. It is a central sector scheme. Now let us have a look over this particular scheme. First of all, so now you know that Ministry of Panchayati Raj is the associated ministry. The very first thing I should have told you is the full form of the scheme. The full form of the scheme is, let me write it for you, Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas. A quite long one, but yes, if you understand these terms, I think the concept of this scheme is very clear to you. So basically this scheme says it talks about, you can say, providing record of rights. So it talks about providing record of rights to village household owners. They will be given property cards, right? It all this will be implemented through, there will be drone technology, and when the owner of the land, owner of the resident, they will have the property cards. It will help them in a long way. They providing them the financial assistance also if they want loan, right? So other financial benefits are also there. So it will definitely, it has a potential to transform the rural India, and it will ensure proper planning, proper revenue and collection as well. So it will reduce such disputes that are related to poverty, or property also. So all the property disputes, they will also get reduced, and better quality of the panchayat development plans. So they will come up with the better quality as well, right? So this is very important. It will bring financial stability also. We are covering it because it was in news. Why? The report of expert committee on this scheme, this report was released in Madhya Pradesh during a national conference, and this report provides principles, the guiding principles that states can adopt to realize the objective of the scheme. Also, please do remember one thing that is very important. It has been approved, and for implementation the total outlay is 566.23 crore, and for the year 2021 to 2025. So it basically, this scheme says that we need to cover the 6.62 lakh villages of the entire country during 2021-2025. So these things are very important. With this, I am moving to the next question. Which metro city has reported a sudden outbreak of measles? So which metro city has reported a sudden outbreak of the disease measles? The right answer of this question is, yeah, what do you think? Mumbai? Correct. Option B is the correct answer. So Mumbai has reported around, you can say, 15 suspected cases. It is a contagious disease. Vaccine is available. Yes, vaccine is available. You need to remember that. Despite the availability of a very safe and effective vaccine, we are seeing this number of cases in this particular disease, and it is a disease that causes death among the young children also globally. So it is a contagious disease that is caused by virus. It infects the respiratory tract and then spreads throughout the body. So you can see what happens here. Fever is there. Basically, it usually appears with a 10 to 12 days after the infection. There is a high fever, dry cough, running nose, and several days later rashes also gets developed on the body. So it is transmitted via droplets, right, from the mouth, from the nose, from the throat of the infected person. So here you can see the picture also. What is the theme of World Science Day for Peace and Development 2022? What is the theme of World Science Day for Peace and Development 2022? So the theme is, you are having 4 options. What do you think? The theme is Basic Science for Sustainable Development is the theme of World Science Day for Peace and Development. This day is observed annually every year on 10th of November. So what is this day all about? It wants to create awareness on how important science is to the society in our everyday life. So it wants to create awareness and make scientific literacy accessible to all. Right, it is a day when scientists, when researchers, when teachers, they all come together and they help people understand what is the benefit of science, how it can play a very important role in the lives of people, and also talking about sustainable development also, right, to making our planet more sustainable, how science can help in it. So raising that awareness is the agenda of this particular day. Which state is the host of Khelo India National University Games in 2023-24? Which state is the host of Khelo India National University Games in 2023-24? You are having 4 options, and the right answer of this question is Uttar Pradesh. Option C is the correct answer. It is being the government of the Uttar Pradesh will host it in 4 cities. So please do remember the name of the 4 cities as well: Lucknow, Gorakhpur, Varanasi, and Noida. So these are the 4 cities that you need to remember. This is already I have told you, and it is going to be for the first time for Uttar Pradesh. The UP is hosting the National University Games after Odisha and Karnataka. So all the athletes below 26 years, they will participate in this, and participants will be representing total of, you can say, 150 universities across the country. And government has also appointed 12 former athletes also as coaches in different disciplines like judo, basketball, kabaddi, wrestling, swimming, right? So this is one case, and please do remember this thing. Then moving on to the next question. Which country recently hosted the second BIMSTEC Agriculture Ministers meeting? Which country recently hosted this second BIMSTEC Agriculture Ministers meeting? The right answer of this question is India. So India is the country that recently hosted this BIMSTEC Agriculture Ministers meeting under the chairmanship of Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar in New Delhi. So the agriculture ministers from Bhutan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, they participated in this meeting. What is the full form of BIMSTEC? BIMSTEC stands for what? I'll tell you, hold on, but let me tell you what happened in this meeting. So India basically urged here to the other countries also to cooperate. Cooperate in what? Cooperate in developing regional strategy. A strategy that can strengthen and transform the agriculture sector, right? To adopt conducive agriculture food systems, a healthy diet for all, and also importance of millets. We just covered, no? So the importance of millet also, and natural farming, natural and ecological farming should be promoted to conserve the agriculture biodiversity. These were some of the sayings by India. And if I talk about now BIMSTEC, very important one, full form of BIMSTEC. BIMSTEC stands for Bay of Bengal Initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation. How many members are there in BIMSTEC? 7 members. So 7 members are India, right? Then Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand. This way you can cover their members. There can be mnemonics also. You can go with like MBBS, where M stands for like Myanmar, B stands for Bhutan, B stands for Bangladesh, S stands for Sri Lanka, and in I stands for India, N stands for Nepal, in Thailand. So this is a mnemonic, MBBS in Thailand. So where you will be it will be very easy for you to remember the name of this BIMSTEC also. You can go with the mnemonic or any other mnemonic you wish to have. Also, if I talk about BIMSTEC, so headquarter of the BIMSTEC is in Dhaka, right? And which is the date when this particular organization came into being? On 6th of June 1997, through which declaration? Bangkok Declaration. So this is very important that you can remember, and this is a BIMSTEC region. It is home to around, you can say, 1.5 billion people, which constitute around 22% of the global population. So this were some of the very important facts related to BIMSTEC. Moving on to the next question. Pseudohelice annamalai, which was recently discovered, belongs to which species? So it belongs to crab. Option C is the correct answer. Here you can see basically this species is distinguished by having a dark purple to grey coloring, and it is a new species that researchers have identified. It is estuarine crab at the mangroves near Vellar River estuary in Tamil Nadu, right? So now let us come to the revision category, where you will be having some of the miscellaneous questions. Let us read the very first question. Which institution has launched a campaign, Create for India, to cheer the Indian contingent of the Commonwealth Games? Which institution launched the campaign? The name of the institution is Sports Authority of India. What is the name of the flag campaign to be hosted by India in the month of August 2022? You remember that Har Ghar Tiranga campaign was there. Union Textile Ministers inaugurated a new campus of National Institute of Fashion Technology. In which state? So the name of the state is Haryana. This question is your homework. Moving on. Puneet Sagar Abhiyan is a flagship campaign of which institution? National Cadet Corps. Right? What is the name of the campaign launched to ensure complete COVID-19 vaccination? Har Ghar Dastak campaign was there, no? Har Ghar Dastak campaign 2.0. Next is, which insurance company has launched financial literacy campaign Inspires Enabled and Empowered Future? The name is Bharti AXA Life Insurance. Moving on, what is the name of the 90-day interministerial campaign to saturate 75 districts with beneficiary schemes of 9 central ministries? So the name is Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak. Azadi Se Antyodaya Tak. What is the objective of Kisan Bhagidari Prathmikta Hamari campaign? You will find it out. I don't want the answer of this question in the comment section, but please, when you will go for a search for this campaign, you will be seeing such certain other things also. That will be very important. Aim, objective. Please do have a look over it. Kisan Bhagidari Prathmikta Hamari campaign. What is the objective of it? India Out campaign. It is associated with which country? Maldives. Moving on. 1 week, 1 lab theme-based campaign which was recently launched. It is associated with which institution? Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Fridays for Future campaign. It was in news. It is associated with which field? Climate change. Right? Which institution leads the Coastal Cleanup Day campaign in India? Indian Coast Guard. Shunya campaign is aimed at which process? This also, please do have a look by yourself. I'm telling you, for these two questions, the aim and objective of these two campaigns, I don't want the answers to be there in the comment section. You just have a sense of understanding and reading for this campaign, right? Moving on, which city is the host of National Conference on Agriculture for Rabi Campaign 2022-2023? New Delhi. WHO launched a 1.5 billion US dollar campaign to include a vaccine for which disease across Africa by 2023? It is bacterial meningitis. What is the name of the national campaign launched to focus on development of children in the first 2 years? Palan 1000. Bade Chalo campaign is launched under which ministry? Culture Ministry. And Good for You, Good for Planet campaign, it is launched by which institution? WWF, World Wide Fund for Nature. Moving on, the last category question is Bandhavgarh Forest Reserve is located in which state? Madhya Pradesh. National Forest Martyrs Day is observed in India when? 11th of September. Okay, Kukrel Forest Area, it is located in which state? UP, Uttar Pradesh. This is your homework and I want the answer in the comment section. Array Forest is located in which state? Maharashtra. Supreme Court directed a mandatory eco-sensitive zone of a minimum of how many kilometers for protected forest wildlife sanctuary? 1 kilometer. An ancient forest at the bottom of the Karst sinkhole has been discovered in which country? The answer is China. So with this is your homework and certain other questions that I have given. I hope you will have a look over at them. So I, Arzu Kakkar, wish everybody a very best of luck. Happy learning everyone. Take care. Thank you.